A long time ago, before life became loud and before dreams learned how to break quietly, there lived a man named Elias. Elias wasn't unlucky. Elias wasn't weak. But everything he loved slipped away. Each time he tried to build something meaningful, it collapsed just before it mattered. Each time he trusted someone, they left without explanation. And each time he hoped, life answered with silence. People around him called it bad timing. But deep inside, Elias called it something else: failure. Late at night, when the world finally stopped pretending to care, Elias would sit alone and whisper the same question to the dark. Why does nothing stay, no matter how hard I try? He watched others move forward, careers growing, relationships blooming, lives unfolding, while his remained paused. One evening, exhausted by trying to understand, Elias walked beyond the edge of the city to a place few people visited, a broken clock tower abandoned by time itself. The tower had stopped ticking years ago, just like him. Inside, dust floated like memories. Shadows leaned against the walls. At the center stood a massive clock face, shattered, frozen at the same hour forever. Elias laughed bitterly. "So this is it," he murmured. "This is what I've become." Then suddenly, the air shifted. A calm voice spoke behind him. "Do you know why clocks stop?" Elias turned. Behind him stood a figure, neither young nor old, dressed in simple light, eyes steady, unafraid of silence. "No," Elias said carefully, "because they were never meant to measure worth," the figure replied. "What are you talking about?" The figure stepped closer. "You believe you are late, behind, forgotten." He paused. "But what if you are simply unready?" Elias clenched his fists. "That sounds like an excuse." The figure nodded. "Pain often does before it becomes truth." The broken clock began to glow. Scenes filled the air, moments from Elias's life, the job he didn't get, the love that ended suddenly, the opportunity that disappeared. "But look closer," the figure whispered. Each scene slowed, revealing dangers Elias never saw, people who would have destroyed him, paths that would have hollowed him out. "You weren't rejected," the figure said. "You were redirected." Elias felt his chest tighten. Then why does it hurt so much? Because becoming costs comfort. The clock hands trembled, then moved. "For everything you lost," the figure continued, "you gained strength you haven't used yet." The tower began to fade. "When your time arrives," the voice echoed, "you won't chase it. It will recognize you." The clock struck once. Elias stood alone again. But the silence felt different. He left the tower not healed, but steadier. Days passed. Weeks followed. Life didn't magically improve. But Elias did. He stopped begging for outcomes, stopped measuring himself against others, stopped mistaking delay for defeat, and slowly, life adjusted. People listened when he spoke. Doors opened without force. Moments stayed. Because Elias no longer rushed destiny. He became someone destiny could trust. And if you feel forgotten right now, if everything feels late, remember this: some lives bloom fast, others bloom deep, and the deepest roots hold the tallest growth.